Hedgehog. Damn. I went from The Simpsons, because I was talking about Barney and that purple dragon. But I was talking about this vanilla bitch walked by. She was dragging. They got up on the live and said your Wi-Fi lagging. Hey man, you doing too much bragging. Hey man, pull your pants up, they sagging. Oh shit, I'm about to pull out this fucking monster out to sea. I'm talking about the Kraken. I said I grew up with the Bloods. He said, let's get it bracking. We don't come on here talking about what's cracking. Fuck out of here. Then you start listening to the Italians and be like, fuck out of here. Buonasera, buonasera. Start listening to the fucking Godfather. Then you want you to preach and talk about our Father. And then read the fucking book. It says, don't call no man father. I said, why brother? Man, how far are you gonna go? I said, I'm gonna go farther. I'm gonna go further. I'm gonna go farther than no man has ever went. I just gotta look at the time spent. This bitch walked by. It was heaven sent. I said, bitch. Show me them two thighs. Show me them two breasts and thighs. And I ain't talking about a bucket of chicken when I say throw me them two breasts and thighs. You got to make sure that you realize you got to keep your eyes on the prize. Man, they be sitting there looking at them golden arches. And now I say the golden arches, I'm not talking about McDonald's when I say give me a bucket of fries. I said you gotta realize I got 4 eyes, yours and mine. It's about perspective. But perspective is relative, and I'm not talking about your relatives. When I say perspective is relative, it depends on how you see from which way, which angle that you look. And I told you I used to teach math and geometry. I said what's the difference between an angle and an array? An angle is two. You gotta look at it from 2 different perspectives. And the shit is still relative. And they said, nah, I don't relate. Well, I said, man, it's not a race. But it is a relay. It is a relay race. And you got to pass the stick off to this next one. And if I say stick, I'm talking about a cigar stick. I ain't talking about a magic trick. I said, pass the sticks. Hey, bro, you suck. Get off the sticks. Bro, 21 zap. Get off the sticks. Hey, it's a relay race. You got to pass the stick. And if you run track, you know what you got to do? You got to stick your hand back. And you got to take off before the next person even there. And they give you a little bit of time. I'm not talking about the time zones. It's a little zone, and you got to make sure you pass the stick off within that zone. You got to realize, you got to hone in. I said you got to phone in. I said this bitch is phony. No baloney. Why the fuck is that shit pronounced baloney? It ain't got no E or a Y or a I. Why is that shit called baloney? That shit is spelled B-O-L-O-G-N-A. Bitch, let's break down this fucking DNA. Cause I bitch, this shit is relative. I'm not talking about your relative. That shit is spelled B-O-L-O-G-N-A. And then you go to Europe and then there's a function. There's a fucking country with this fucking name. This shit baloney. That shit is phony baloney. That shit ain't funny.